Welcome to the Brass and Woodwind shop. I'm going to remove a spring on a woodwind instrument. Usually if you need to remove a spring, it's because it's broken and you need to replace it. But sometimes you need to remove springs that are not broken. And the reason for that would be if you need to do some soldering around the area and you do not want to ruin the spring. Other times you need to pull them out to remove a post from an instrument. I'm going to show you how to remove a spring that is not broken. The way these springs are attached is there's a small hole drilled into the post, and then the spring is slid into there. The spring is slightly tapered at the end, so the end of the spring is a little larger than the hole. So you slide in the spring, and then the spring is forced into the hole so that it fits nice and tightly. Here's the spring, and you can see at the end how it's just a little bit tapered. And there's the hole that's drilled into the post. This is called a hole spring removing pliers, and it looks kind of funny. It has a really short jaw, and that's so that you can get a lot of leverage on the spring so that it doesn't slip. Take the pliers and place it just a little bit from the post. And first of all, try with your fingers to push it out. There it goes. Sometimes it comes out that way, sometimes it does not. If that way does not work, you can tap it up with a mallet. Again, set it up. And hold it down with your arm as you hold the pliers with your hand, and then tap it, and usually that one will work. If that does not work, one thing that almost always works is to use the pliers for leverage. And you want these jaws to be smooth so that they don't cut into the post at all. And then you just take it and squeeze it, and usually that's enough to loosen it up. And then usually from there you can just push it out the rest of the way. Some things to be careful of when you're doing this job is don't put the pliers right on the body of the instrument because that can scratch it. You want there to be a little bit of gap. Another thing is you want just a little bit of gap between the pliers and the post. And the reason for that is you need room for the spring to move when you pull it out. And if it's right up against the post, it won't move and the spring won't come out. Another thing to be careful of is when you push it out, make sure that it's straight. If you start to bend it, it will end up with a 90-degree angle in it and you'll mess up the spring and need to replace the spring. If you do not have one of these pliers, you can also use one of these. It doesn't work quite as well, but it usually works. If you're going to reuse the spring, make sure that you use a smooth-jawed pliers or else the spring will get ruined when you take it out. If you don't have one of those, you can use a regular pliers or a vice grip. I don't suggest it, and it will probably ruin the spring in the process. But if you're going to replace the spring anyway, then these will work. If you need to remove a spring that is broken inside of the post, there's a different repair for that. So look in the description below for a link to that video. I hope this video has been helpful. Please subscribe for more band instrument repair videos.